can defer, yeah.
No, yep, I'm sorry, Dan.
Sure.
Go.
Nope. We're back on that.
Next question. What was it like in the fourth quarter, important game, to hear this crowd chant MVP for you as you shot and made mostly?
Yeah, I missed a couple, but
important free throws.
yeah, I mean, like I told Mike on the court, you know, I try to, every time I take the court, play with a sense of urgency, and, you know, leave it all out on the floor. Because, I mean, I just feel like that's how basketball should be played. Any sport, you should give it 110% at all times. Obviously, that's never sustainable, but for them to, you know, recognize, you know, what I do, obviously not an MVP caliber player. There's guys that are really good, but for them to do that for me is special and means a lot to me. So, you know, shout out Laker Nation.
Austin, you've looked especially decisive on your drives tonight, on some of your pull-ups, 4 and 1s tonight for you. Just how has your confidence and sort of the speed that which you try to operate grown over the course of this season?
Yeah, I mean, the game's way different than college. I thought that whole year last year is, you know, was kind of a year for me to, you know, figure a lot of stuff out. You know, I've said many a times I'm not the most athletic person in the world. I'm not the best at, you know, anything, but I think that I'm really good at a lot of things. So last year was kind of a year that I had to feel things out. Like, I didn't hit the ground running like I, you know, really wanted to. But like I said earlier, it's all about, you know, effort, and, you know, how you approach the game. And, like, all year last year and then even the start of this year, you know, it's a learning curve for me. So I've only been in the league for, you know, almost 2 years now. So every game that I've played in the past has been a learning experience.
Okay.
Austin, you say you're not the best at anything, but you try to be good at a bunch of things. And I know that scoring isn't necessarily how you judge your game, but what's it like to be the guy scoring the last 10 points in a game that the team needs to have?
I mean, it's special. You grow up. I mean, I grew up a Lakers fan, so you know, to do it, you know, for this organization, especially is surreal. You know, sometimes I gotta stop and, you know, really think about, you know, what I am doing. Obviously, I think all the odds were stacked against me from where I'm from. You know, I played baseball a lot, didn't really play basketball, only played 1 year AAU. But to be at this level and this organization and, you know, to ultimately, like you said, score the last 10 points is special. And, you know, all I'm really happy about is the win.
Austin, career high 16 free throw makes, career high 18 free throw attempts. How have you kind of added that part into your game? It feels like you've obviously always had it, but you've really taken it to a different level these last couple months. Just your ability to draw fouls and kind of read how a defender's guarding you.
It's like I was talking about, it's a learning curve. I mean, you can, you know, obviously watch, you know, games and, you know, people in the past, James Harden, Trae Young, when he comes up ball screens and people are trying to fight over because he's, you know, such a good playmaker, floater shooter, that if you get it going earlier, you know that they got to, you know, try to contest, like rear view contest. So you can pick spots here and there to use their, what word am I looking for? Use their speed and energy to try to get back in front to draw a foul like that or stuff like that. So I've watched James Harden, you know, like I said, Trae, to masters at that, and kind of try to, you know, put it into my game.
Austin, of course, you just talked to your teammates, but LeBron tweeted, "Hey, are you a bad mother? Shut your mouth. You too tough." Stuff like some emojis, etc. Of course, you get the. I try not to do.
That's the first time I heard that.
Yeah, well, there
yeah, I believe you. I believe you.
You tried. You clearly, you know, can feel the crowd right in there. But how about just getting that from your teammates and specifically LeBron, and you know, at this point of your career, and kind of feeling that level of acceptance and respect?
You know, it's not just a player. You know, you're talking about, arguably one of the greatest players ever. And for SportsCenter for airing me out for a tweet or a post that I made in 2012 about LeBron, I appreciate that. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to say. For him to, accept me the way that he accepted me from day one. Obviously, I felt like there was a really good chemistry, IQ-wise, from day one. But not just him, everybody else. I mean, I think it was Dennis and Bees, throwing water on me on the court. Stuff like that means a lot to me. And, looking back in 20 years when hopefully I'm retired playing golf every day, I could tell my kids, my grandkids that, arguably the greatest player ever is the social media, so it'll be around forever. So they'll believe me, actually.
Last question.
Austin, congrats on a tremendous game. Outside of those 35 points, you tied a game high with Gabriel of plus 25 on the court. But really, for most of the game, you were leading in that category, which kind of shows your hustle on both ends. Did you come out with more of a sense of urgency, knowing that the season is winding down, coming off that last loss?
Yeah, I mean, thank you. I try to, play to that level of intensity every night. 82 games is a lot, so it's kind of hard to just sustain throughout the whole year. But with the position that we're in, every game really matters. So tonight was, started out as just another game that, we had to go win, and, things went my way. And like you said, the plus minus, winning at 25, Dennis at 22, that's really, if you have that from your bench, it's going to be hard for, teams to beat us because, our starting five on most nights are plus 10s. So, shout out to, everybody on the team for contributing and a big win.
Thanks, Austin.
Thank you.
Back up to the girl, we're doing it here.